Give praises, honor, and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone that rule well. And peace and blessings be multiplied on all you brethren out there teaching this word in all sincerity and in truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect, 144,000, and the rest of the scattered Israelites that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. This is not a black thing, all right? To all you Israelites that are scattered, no matter what you may look like, that are continuously watching these videos and calling upon the names of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah, in all truth and sincerity, and your spirit is knit with this gospel and with this truth, hey, you're more than likely of the 12 tribes of Israel and hopefully of the part of the elect. All right, like we say all the time, this is not a black thing, all right? This is a thing of lineage, a thing of prophecy. And our people are going to come looking like all nations because we have been scattered amongst all the nations out there, okay? And like I said, shalom to the hopeful elect, 144,000, and the rest of the men, women, and children that will receive mercy from the Lord in these last days. I'm the brother Dama Al-Gabar, out here with another lesson to preach the gospel of the kingdom to you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who make up the 12 lost tribes of Israel here in Babylon the Great and scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, all right? So shalom to all you hopeful elect out there, all you sincere Akwam and Akwaf that are, truly and, sincerely in this truth, all right? And this is like we do week in and week out. We come out here on the highways and the byways and prophesy prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, the coming destruction to Esau, Edom, and the end of this age. All right, and as brothers has been doing videos all week, hey man, the Lord definitely has things moving. Hey, prophecy is literally jumping off the page, and we're getting closer and closer to our salvation. But we know before that comes, this great judgment, great destruction, this third world war, the issuing of the MOTB, which is the implantable micro C-hip, Jacob's trouble, and all these coming judgment must first come before the return of our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. And we're going to be delivered out of Babylon the Great, via what the world calls spaceships, which are the chariots of Yahweh Shah. All right? And like I said, man, hey, every day is another day closer to the end of this age, man. Hey, and there's a lot going on in the spirit, a lot going on prophetically. Hey, and the Lord is definitely making moves, man. So we definitely need to make sure that we're on our P's and Q's, man, that we're crossing our T's and dotting our lowercase J's, as we're out and about in this world, man. And brothers, continue to stay diligent, stay patient, man, because, Satan is out here. Satan is working, man. Satan is putting a lot of hell on brothers, man. I know personally myself, and I'm pretty sure on you brothers out there as well. But it's nothing that we can't get over. It's nothing that's gonna, break us or destroy us. But hey, man, there is a lot of hell going on out here. So brothers, just stay in the spirit. Hey, stay prayed up and just continue to stay diligent, be patient, because the Lord is definitely working, man. All right, and this whole situation with Iran and Russia is exactly what we need as far as prophecy is concerned, because we know it's going to ultimately lead to that Jeremiah the 49th chapter. All right, and literally right now, the least of the flock is drawing Babylon the Great, America, out into this third world war. You got Trump, now saying that he's going to give it a couple of weeks until he's going to decide whether he's going to go and attack Iran and get involved in this conflict with Israel and Iran. It don't matter whether it's 2 weeks, 2 days, 5 months, or whatever. We know through the spirit and through prophecy that they are going to get involved, man. That it's going to get to the point to where, they are going to get dragged into this third world war, which is going to bring in Russia, going to bring in China, Taiwan, Pakistan, India, Libya, and all these other countries, to that valley of Yahweh Shabbat, man. But we know first that MOTB is going to be made mandatory, and we're in the times where, hey, all these things are lined up, man, and these things are all getting ready to happen definitely in our lifetime, man. So in between time, hey, we just got to stay diligent, stay on point, man, keep doing what we've been doing since we've been into this truth, and just keep, remaining patient, suffering righteously, and keep putting out these shows and these videos and sticking to prophecy, man. All right, now is not the time to be coming with all these new revelations. You got these guys coming out of the woodworks with more bugged out doctrines, but those of us who have been built up, the right way through the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, hey, man, just stay the course, man. Stick to what's been taught. Keep your eyes on prophecy, man. Hey, and everything's gonna work itself out, man. And all these other guys are going to be found liars. All these stumbling blocks, these sellout Israelite groups, they're all moving tacky, they're all moving weird, and they're all moving in a way that's not, of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. And the Lord is basically making it plain all day, every day, man. So let's just stay the course. But today, what I want to get into is basically how, Esau is really out here thinking that he's in control of everything, that he's in control of his own destiny, you know? You brothers got to understand that a lot of these wars, a lot of these things that are happening, the conflict with Iran and Israel, of course we know that it's prophetic, but at the same time, it's also Esau, being the puppet master behind the scene, man. You know, these devils have had these plans in the works to try to establish their new world order. Because like I said, Esau really thinks that he's in control of his own destiny. He thinks that he's shaping his future and that he's going to upset prophecy. He's going to Euro step around Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and establish his throne and his kingdom and his rulership forever, through this new world order. This is why he's manufacturing a lot of this chaos, a lot of these conflicts. A lot of these things have been planned by these devils for the longest, man. And we're literally seeing them playing out in real time. But what Esau knows is that, hey, it's all Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. Hey, the Lord put the spirit on Esau to have all these secret meetings, man, to have all these hidden agendas, to set up all of these left-handed, agendas to try to establish himself, and to bring in this new world order. It's ultimately Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai setting a snare and a trap for this damn devil Esau Edom that he's not going to be able to circumvent, man. He's going to fall right in the trap, in the snare that he thinks that he's going to set for this whole planet Earth, man. It's all of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, let me get this real quick. Let me get into this lesson, man. So that's one thing you got to understand, and that's why at the end of the day, there's really nothing to fear, because ultimately we know that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is in total control, always has been and always will be, man. All right, and Esau's end is going to come by the way of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Esau is not going to. He doesn't control his own destiny. Matter of fact, let me get that real fast. He doesn't control his own destiny. What is that? 2 Ezra 6. Yeah, let me get this real quick, man. All right, Esau thinks his destiny is in his hands, but it's not. Esau's destiny has already been written, signed, sealed, and determined by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And this devil is going to be destroyed, man. He's going to be stripped of his blessings, stripped of his rulership, stripped of his dominion on this planet Earth, and he's going into captivity, man. All right, his precious Babylon the Great, America, is going to be literally burnt with fire, man. Everything that he's built, everything that he's established, everything that he's trying to accomplish is all going to be met with the fire and jealousy of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right? So it's nothing that he can do. And everything that he's doing is all playing into the hands of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. All right? Nobody gets away from the Most High. Nobody's going to circumvent the power of the mighty Yahweh, okay? So let's get this. This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 6, verse 1. And he said unto me, in the beginning, when the earth was made, before the borders of the world stood, or ever the winds blew, before it thundered and lightened, or ever the foundations of paradise were laid, before the fair flowers were seen, or ever the movable powers were established, before the innumerable multitude of angels were gathered together, or ever the heights of the air were lifted up, before the measure of the firmament were named, or ever the chimneys in Zion were hot, and ere the present years were sought out, and or ever the invention of them that now sin were turned, before there were sealed that have gathered faith for a treasure, then did I consider these things, and they were all made through me alone, and through none other. You see, so everything that's take place in this world was already governed by the Most High before the earth was even created, before man was put on this place, before the flowers, the trees, the sun, and the moon. It was already orchestrated and laid out in the hands of the Heavenly Father, man. All right, that's why he's Yahweh. That's why he is. That's why he's the Ancient of Days, man. All right, and like I said, Esau think he's moving in a way that's outside of the control of the Most High. He created your dumb ass, man. Everything that you're doing was already laid out, road maps, was already destined to happen, man. But this devil think that he's going to come and Euro step outside of the control of the Heavenly Father, man. You see, that's why Esau is a fool. He's the basis of man. All right, and anybody that's not, on the side of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, you're a damn fool too. All right, because everything is already, that's why he's the ultimate director. Everything is already, is playing out the way that the Most High wrote the story of the universe to play out, man. We're all just clay in the hands of the potter, man. All right, it says, verse 6, it says, then did I consider these things, and they were all made through me alone, and through none other. By me also shall they be ended, and by none other, man. You see? So it's already been predestinated. Everything is predestinated, man. Esau's rise, his fall, our rise, our fall, and our rising again, man. It's already been played out by the Heavenly Father, man. We're just here on the earth playing out the script that the Most High has already created. So that's why there's no escaping, and there's no a way around it, man. Hey, this devil Esau Edom is going to be destroyed. He's going to be literally nuclearly eviscerated when that time comes. It says, then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? Right. So this is Ezra's asking the Most High, well, when is going to be the end of this age, man? When is going to be the end of the rulership of these heathens that are ruling over us, man? You know, why do you think the apostles' first thing they asked Yahushua was, are you going to at this time restore the kingdom of Israel? You see? But what did he tell them? It's not for you to know the times and the seasons that the Most High has already prepared, man. You see? Because it's already prepared. The beginning, the middle, and the end. The Lord already has the whole story already laid out, and we're just playing it out here on this earth. So there's nothing that anybody can do outside of what the Lord has established, man. And that's why Esau is such a damn fool, man. And that's why he's known as the most proud. This is why he's the wicked that the Bible speaks of, man. Here it is. These devils know that Yahweh exists. They know that Most High created everything that's on this planet Earth. But the Lord has put it, in their spirit. He's putting in their role as the wicked on this earth to try to fight against that and try to do everything, outside of the will of the Heavenly Father, man. And that's why. Let me get this real fast, man. You see, this is why the Lord is laughing in the heavens. Like I said last week, if you want to make the Heavenly Father laugh, tell him your plans and what you plan on doing, man. You see, because ain't nobody doing nothing that's outside of the control of the Heavenly Father, man. Even Esau's kingdom that he's in right now. When you read Daniel 4:17, it says that the Lord, he ruleth in the kingdom of men. All right? Let's get this real fast. This is Psalms chapter 2, verse 1. It says, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? Right. And what is a vain thing that Esau is imagining? That he's going to establish this new world order, man. Oh, I got another precept I just thought of. His new world order. That he's going to establish artificial intelligence technology. He's going to microchip the whole planet Earth. He's going to do away with the chosen of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. He's going to recreate this earth and man in his image, man. That he's going to be able to, hijack the creation of the Heavenly Father and become a God himself through technology, through AI, through, brain chip interfaces. Through neural links, through merging man with machine, with genetically modified organisms. He's trying to geoengineer the earth. He's trying to create an artificial sun. This devil really think that he's on the level of becoming the Most High, man. When you hear the talks of the World Economic Forum and that guy Noah Harari saying that we don't have to fear the God of the Bible, because if he punishes us and make it not rain, we have the technology that we can make it rain. This devil was definitely riding on some major hubris and some major pride, man. But like I said, but that's just the spirit that the Lord has put on this proud devil, man. And that's why the Lord is laughing. It's like it says here, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine the vain things? Verse 2, the kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and against his anointed. And that's what these devils are doing, man. When you hear about these Bilderberg meetings, when you hear about the Council on Foreign Relations, the World Economic Forum, when they meet over there in Davos and in Stockholm, these elites, man, their plans, their agenda, their Freemasonry. These are all plans that these devils meet in secret, outside of the eye of the average everyday citizen and people, and they plan these conspiracies and these agendas and these plans to take over the planet Earth, man. Ultimately against Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai and his anointed, how he's going to establish himself as God and root out the ultimate God, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Shit, they even have what is it? I forget a new branch of the government called the Space Force. What the hell you think that's being set up for? To fight the second return of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, because these devils know, that Yahweh Shai, when he comes, he's going to come in the clouds. He's going to come literally. He's going to crack those clouds and come, to judge and to make war upon these heathen, upon these nations, man. So therefore, they have it in their mind that with their technology, they're going to literally fight against the Heavenly Father, man, and be broken without hand. You see, but that's the way the Lord set it up. Because what? Ultimately, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is going to make his name, he's going to make his name glorious in this earth again. And it's going to come by way of sending back Yahweh Shai HaMashiach with all the angels to destroy all the kings of this earth, man. Starting with Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. And the Chinese and the Russians, all these militaries that are superpowers that are being gathered right now for this Third World War. That's why the Lord is setting up for them to have this Third World War, so that he can come in the midst of that war to judge and to make war and to bust down and break down all of these kings of the earth, man. You see, and this is why every knee is going to bow and every tongue is going to confess that Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is, the numero uno, man. And his name alone is going to be exalted in that day. And that's the day that we're patiently waiting for, man. Because we know, Lord willing, if we're part of the elect, hey, we're joint heirs with that rulership and kingdom that the Lord is getting ready to establish.
Hallelujah.
How you doing, brother?
I don't want to interrupt you. Keep on.
Oh, no, you good, brother? All right, be safe, man. All right. And it says, the kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against Yahweh and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. You see? This is ultimately what this New World Order is all about. And I'm going to show you. I got that information from that Albert Pike letters, man. Ultimately, why they're trying to set up this Third World War is because they think they're going to be able to bring chaos, bring this New World Order in to where they can do away with so-called Christianity and and people's faith in a higher power and the Most High, man. Which ultimately we know they're doing it to try to destroy the Israelites, man. But, of course, all these so-called Christians and these so-called worldly religions, they're coming to use this Third World War to break everybody's belief in whatever type of God that they believe in, so that you can worship, AI and this technology in the future as God, man. Why do you think they're making AI be so humanoid and human-like, man? Because what? They're getting ready to turn AI into the Most High, man. They're going to use AI to rewrite the Bible. Oh, shalom, brother. Why keep the faith? Shalom, Mark. Shalom. All right. So why do you think they're making AI so human-like, man? Because now, these idols have been, these idols have been hyperly increased now. Back in the ancient world, an idol was dumb. It couldn't speak. It couldn't walk. But now Esau is turning AI into a walking, breathing, talking, thinking idol. You know what I mean? But now it's on a whole nother level now, man. This is why now, they're using AI, artificial Jesus, to talk to the people. Because what? These idols now, Esau has the power through technology to make them living, breathing, well, not breathing, but living, walking, talking things now, man. So, this is what this devil is ultimately trying to do. It says, verse 4, he that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. Yeah, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is laughing at these damn devils, man. He's laughing at these kings of the earth. He's laughing at Esau in this New World Order. He's laughing at these BRICS nations trying to come together and establish this whole power structure that's going to be, non-reliant on the American system, and they're going to become the new superpowers after this Third World War. The Lord is laughing at all of these heathen nations, man, because we know that, hey, Yahweh Shai is coming to break all of them down beyond their break paths, man. All right? And he's going to get the heathen as his inheritance, as they've always been, after he judges and make war upon them, man. And the Lord's going to do away with all of these idols, all of these false gods, all of these false religions, Esau's AI, his technology, his New World Order, his pride, and ultimately the pride of Esau is going to be broken, man. And it's nothing better when you can break the pride of a very prideful individual, man. When he gets the ultimate humbling, hey, man, there's nothing better when you're at the humbling end of humbling the motherfucker, man. And that's what we're getting ready to see. It says, then shall he speak unto them in his wrath and vex them in his sore displeasures. Right, the Lord's coming to do a lot of ass whooping, especially on you nations, especially on Esau, Edom. He's coming to humble all of you kings of the earth, man. You're all gonna bow. You're all gonna confess. You're all gonna get in line, man. And you're gonna be busted down, man. And you're gonna praise and know that Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is the only one true power in this universe, man. It says, that's what I wanted on that. But let me go back here. And I'm gonna get this information on this whole, agenda of Esau and this whole Albert Pike bullshit, man. Because he's doing that to really believe that he's gonna establish this new world order, man. All right, and do away with the belief of God, do away with so-called what this world called Christianity and the belief in Allah and Islam. He's trying to do away with all of these beliefs and the higher power, so that you can worship him as being the higher power. Worship AI, artificial intelligence, his technology, his new world order agenda, man. That's what he's trying to establish here on this earth in his last days, and do away with the remembrance and the thought of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and the God of the Bible, man. This is literally what's happened now. And you can see it happening on a lot of these people. Look at how they live. Look at their thought process. A lot of these people are proud. They're arrogant. A lot of these people don't even fear the God of the Bible, man. A lot of people is like, they really believe that they can do and say and worship and act and do whatever the hell they want to do with no consequences, because they're drunken off the wine of Babylon the Great, which is America. That's why everybody is so bugged out. Everybody is so crazy, man. Everybody is just the love of many is waxing cold, man. Why do you think people are so depressed? People don't really have no hope in this world, man. They went and voted for Donald Trump, and look at what that bastard is doing, man. You talk about he's going to put America first. All of your taxpayers' dollars is going to those so-called Jewish people over there in Palestine and over there to Ukraine. Hey, and they're retiring a lot of those Ukrainians with taxpayer dollars, man. While inflation is through the roof, people can't even pay their mortgages. People ain't buying houses. The price of food is ridiculous. The price of gas is out of control. A lot of people are down bad in this society. Oh, Trump came and said that he's gonna be a peacetime president. He's gonna stop the war in Ukraine. That war's still going on, and now he's talking about stopping the war between Israel and Palestine. That ain't stopped. Now Israel is getting ready to fight Iran, and Trump is getting ready to fit the bill, man. So everything about these devils, they've been lying to you people, man. All of you MAGA supporters, now you're all pissed off because you thought Trump was really going to put America first, man. That's why you can't believe nothing that comes out of this devil's mouth, man. He's a damn liar, man. He's the wicked that the Bible speaks of. And now people are slowly starting to realize it, but for a lot of people, they're going to realize it too late, man. And then when they set up this mark of the beast, this MOTB system, when they let all hell break loose and cyber attacks happen and the power is out, when this financial system collapses, you can't swipe your debit cards, the cash ain't worth nothing, and all hell is breaking loose, people are going to be killing one another for the lack of bread, like prophecy says. He's going to come with this new world order system, which is going to come in the form of this digital technology that he's setting up all over the place. In order for you to buy and sell and to be recognized as a citizen in this new world order, you're going to have to take that microchip, which is the mark of the beast, man. So he's setting this whole stage for all of this stuff, man. Unbeknownst to the everyday average person out here, man. They got you people so caught up in your daily life. Your hustle and bustle. You're working your 9 to 5. You're just constantly on repeat every day. Your daily life is the same, man. Meanwhile, behind closed doors, he's setting up all of these agenda to put all of you people in a digital slave system, man. And that's why they're trying to establish this third world war. Let me show you that, man. Let me get into that. See, because this man thinking that he's about to, set up this new world order. But first, he has to bring all of this chaos, all of this calamity, all of this confusion. He has to do away with this system that we're in right now. You have so-called constitutional rights. You have the right to free speech. All of that's getting ready to be taken from you people, man, because that's not going to be needed in this new world that he's creating, man. He's getting to set it up to where you're all going to have a social credit score. You're all going to live your life according to your life is going to be constantly carbon taxed, man. Every aspect of your life, he's going to tax you and charge you for it. If you want to get on a train, he's going to tax you for that. All right? He's going to tell you can only have so much protein a day. You can only have so much water, use so much electricity, travel so many miles in a day. This is the system that's getting ready to be established in this world, and our people don't even know, man. Why do you think they made that movie Leave the World Behind, man? That wasn't just a movie for your entertainment. That was them showing you what a method, showing you what is called the revelation of the method, man. They're showing you in these movies and entertainment what they're really getting ready to establish. But the majority of people just watch it for entertainment value, not knowing that these devils are really planning to do stuff like that, man. And it's already taking place. What the hell you think that whole COVID-19 crap was all about? That was just a test run. What happened? If you didn't have your vaccination, if you didn't have your certificate, what? You couldn't go in the restaurants. Some people, you weren't allowed to go and work in your jobs, man. You wasn't allowed to get on the airplane. And what else did it do? It separated a whole lot of families because some people wanted the vaccination and others didn't want it. So what did that do? That caused divorce. That caused family members to not see eye to eye. Well, you can't come to the family barbecue because you ain't got your vaccination. You know? It was all a test run for what they're getting ready to bring, which is this new world order system, man. Where you're going to have the microchip if you want to buy or sell, man. You Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, y'all better wake the hell up, man. Because this is what this devil is getting ready to roll out. This is why they put Trump in office, to bring this system into place, man. And this is what this third world war is about to really establish. Here is this new world order system, man. Martial law, constant bring in new lockdowns. But let me get this, man. See, this devil Esau think he's slick, man. But we own to you through the spirit, man. We see right through your ass, man. We know what you're trying to do. That's why I read that Psalms, the first chapter. That's why the Most High is laughing at you, because you're being ensnared in the trap that the Most High is about to trap you in. So let me get this. This is from the Albert Pike letter to Manzini, right? And this letter was written in 1871. So it shows you that they've been planning this, man. What we see taking place and unfolding, these elites have been planning this for many, many years, man. But now we're at the time to where, hey, the Lord is allowing it to play out. All right, so let's get this as far as what they're trying to do with this third world war. And everything I'm reading in this letter, you literally see it playing out right now as I speak, man. You know, it's literally playing out exactly how these devils planned it, which shows you that, hey, man, all of these countries and these nations, they're all involved, man. They've all been brought and paid out by these elites, man. Now, of course, some aren't, some are on some level, some aren't on some level, but ultimately we see what these devils are trying to do. But here we go. We ain't brought this out in a long time. It says the Third World War, and this is what Albert Pike, which was a Freemason, which has a statue over there in D.C. He was a highly respected a member of American society, man. But he was what? A Luciferian. They're all devil worshippers, man. All of these politicians, man. They're not what they appear to be. They're all Luciferians. They're all witches. They're warlocks. They're Satanists. They're pedos. You know, they're all blood drinkers. They're all these things, man. And they all worship Lucifer, you know what I mean, behind closed doors, man. So it says the Third World War must be fomented by taking advantage of the differences caused by the agenda of the Illuminati between the political Zionists and the leaders of the Islamic world. Come on, man. Is that not what we're seeing right now? Don't you see these guys on CNN and on Fox? Oh, the mullahs, oh, Iran. They're a big terrorist organization. The Jihad, the Mujahideen, and ISIS, which were all created by the West, which was all trained and funded by America to do what? To bring in this Pike Mancini plan, man. To bring in this secret agenda that these elites have been planning. When this letter written in 1871? Yeah, 1871, man. So hundreds of years this shit has been in the process, man. But now, like I said, we're at the point to where the Lord is allowing these devils to ultimately to let it come to pass, because we're just in that time, man. The Lord wants it to be at this level because the Lord has an agenda and a plan. It says, read that again. It says, between the political Zionists and the leaders of the Islamic world. It says the war must be conducted in such a way that Islam, the Muslim, oh, bless you too, thank you.
God bless you, Dad.
All right, you too. It says the war must be conducted in such a way that Islam.
You guys are talking about the right.
Huh?
The way you're talking about the word, it's saying it right.
Yeah, thank you.
Say how the days are going.
Yes,
Saying it right.
yes, it's very evil out
The
here.
days are gonna get worse and it's gonna go back to the way it was in the beginning.
Yeah, and that's what this earth needs. This world is very evil.
That's what Revelation said.
Yeah,
Revelation said that the world's gonna end in fire.
yeah, that's true.
Don't ever say fire.
Yeah, literally, it's gonna be literal fire. You know what fire? You know what type of fire it's gonna be? It's gonna be nuclear fire.
Suddenly, at
See?
the 7-Eleven, that suddenly God Jehovah.
Mhm.
And this suddenly, the store.
Yeah.
Right there.
But you're right on that though. This world is gonna end in fire. The Lord's getting ready to bring it right now, pretty soon. That's what this third world's war is all about. That's what I'm reading about. Yeah. So let me finish this one, okay? Yeah. And it says the war must be conducted in such a way that Islam, the Muslim Arabic world, and political Zionism, the state of Israel, mutually destroy each other. You see? This is what's happening literally right now as we speak. This is what Trump is mulling over, is what? Attacking Iran. Because he's nothing but a pawn in all of this shit, man. This is why Trump was set up. Ultimately to be the president at this time, to implement this MOTB, to bring in this digital system, and to push forward this third world war, man. But ultimately, like I said, it's all the spirit and the power and the agenda of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. He's just using these elites and these devils to play it out, man. See, like I said, this was written in 1871. Let me get a precept on that, man. This is why we've been telling you for the longest that there's spirits and forces working in this world, man, that are dark as all hell, man. You know? Let me get this. I'm gonna go back to that. So like I said earlier in the beginning of this lesson, you see Esau think he's in control. This is why his pride is so high, because he's really thinking that, you know, he's bringing to pass his own self-fulfilling prophecies, man. But little does he know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. He turneth their minds. The Lord put it on their spirit on the left hand to do these things, man, so that the will and the counsel of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua can be done, man. So let me get this, Ephesians 6. This is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10. No. What is that? 16, 10? Yep. Yeah, here we go. Ephesians chapter 6. And you know what's crazy, right? It's how you know it's the spirit, because that chick that came up here, she's usually bugged out of her mind. I'm talking about high on all type of shit. She's screaming, she cussing, she saying, fuck everybody. She be arguing with demons, but she came up here right now and said, what you're saying is the truth. This world is going to end in fire. Literally what she said. And she's always bugged out. I see her all the time around here, bugged the hell out, not knowing what planet she's on. But right now, hey, those demons that was in there was saying stuff that was true, man. Which shows you that, hey, even these demons know that these times are near. You see? But this is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10. It says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. And this is what I was saying earlier. We got to be strong right now, because shit is about to get crazier than it's ever been, man. All right? We're all about to be in uncomfortable positions. We're all about to see things and go through things that we ain't been through since we've been while we've been in this truth, man. You know, so we got to be strong. We got to stick to prophecy, man. You know, like I said, keep praying, man. Stay focused. Be sober. You know, and you know, we're gonna have to dig deep pretty soon, man. Because hey, it's about to get crazy as hell out here, man. It says, and put on the whole armor of the Most High, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Like I said, all of these agendas, all of these plots, all of these you know, up and coming false flag attacks, man. This whole situation with Iran and Israel, all of these, you know, all of these lies, this manipulation, the deception of AI. It's about to get mad crazy out here, to where you ain't gonna be able to know what's real from what's fake, man. But one thing we know that's the realest is the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. These prophecies, the things that are written within the scriptures, man. All right, prophecy is never going to fail, man. Prophecy can never be sidestepped. It can never be corrupted. It can never be changed, man. So this is where we got to keep our faith and our minds focused on what these scriptures say, man. Anything that's not lined up with this, throw it in the trash, man. See? It says, It says, put on the whole armor of the Most High that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. And everything that you see taking place, especially as far as, this Third World War, the coming of the MOTB, these are all spiritual wickedness on the left-hand side, man. Mass deceptions, mass lies, that's going to deceive and fool a lot of these people in these last days, man. So this is why we got to keep on the whole armor of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man. Got to be sober. We got to really look into things, Don't be just believing everything that you see and that you hear coming out of these devil's mouths, man. And at the end of the day, the Lord's going to expose it all. Those of us that are in the spirit to see, we're going to see through all the bullshit and all the games, man. But for the majority of these people, hey, they're not going to see through it. A lot of these people still believe that what's happening over there with Iran and Israel is just some randomly current, like it's just like that. It's a coincidence, man. That these things are just randomly taking place, and they're not, man. All right, so let's get this word for principalities. Oh, I'm tripping. Right? Let's read this in the NLT. It says, finally, a final word, be strong in the Lord and his mighty power. Put on all of God's armor so that you will be able to stand firm against all strategies of the devil, man. You see? And everything it's all strategic. It's all planned. I'm going to read that in Psalm 64. These devils accomplish a diligent search, man. This ain't just some low-level shit on the left-hand side that's happening, man. Like I said, this Pike letter goes all the way back to 1871, man. But yeah, I think that's just when he wrote it. Imagine even before that, they was already planning the shit, man. And now, a couple hundred years in the future, we literally see what they were planning to do is finally taking place now, man. You see, but like I said last week, that's how prophecy works. It works over time. It's just not some 24-hour thing. The prophecy, there's a lot of moving pieces and things that have to happen that takes years and years, shit, centuries, man. And look at where we're at now. Now we finally see what these devils were saying back then. We literally seeing it taking place now, man. But it took a while. It took time. But now we're seeing it live and in color, man. All right? It says, for we are not fighting against flesh and blood enemies, but against evil rulers and authorities of the unseen world. You see? Because what? We're not, like we said, we weren't set up to literally fight and take down Esau and literally fight Esau. That's what Yahweh Shai is going to do. That's why he said, wait for me to the day that I rise up to the prey. Because my determination is to gather these nations, and he's going to do what he's going to do. But what we are, the fight that we're in, it's a spiritual battle. It's a spiritual fight, man. You see? We read that again. It says, for we are not fighting against flesh and blood enemies, but against evil rulers and authorities of the unseen world. Right, the Illuminati, these Davos, the World Economic Forum, even Donald Trump and his cabinet, man. And his modern day Chaldeans, all those technocrats that he's put into his his presidency. Hey, those are all evil rulers of the unseen world, man. And a lot of those guys haven't been voted, they haven't been selected, but they're a part of Trump's cabinet to bring in this new world order, man. These modern day Chaldeans, these technocrats, man. The Palantir creators, these Bitcoin guys. All these different technocrats, they're all in Trump's office to bring forth the agenda of the unseen hand, man, the unseen world, man. All right? It says of the authorities of the unseen world against mighty powers in this dark world and against evil spirits in the heavenly places. Therefore, put on every piece of the Most High's armor so you can be able to resist the enemy in the time of evil. And what's going to be the ultimate time of evil is the hour of temptation, which is going to be the forced implantation of the mark of the beast, which is the microchip, Chief Ephraim, you simple-minded nigga. All right?
And I believe that, white Jesus and the microchip and the technology got something to do with it.
It's funny how they can always tell you what the MOTB ain't, but they can never tell you what the hell it is, man. Which you ain't anybody mad at that guy, but he's just a clown, man. Talking about,
it's common sense not to put, it tells you that in Leviticus not to put cutting into your flesh. That's common sense. It ain't common sense. Common sense ain't common.
Didn't a lot of our people go and take the goddamn stabby jabby, man, when we literally told them not to? So what the hell are you talking about? If they took that spider juice, and what was the main reason why the majority of these people took it? Because they were afraid of losing their jobs, man. They were afraid of losing their livelihoods. That's why they took it for the most part, not because they were afraid of catching some goddamn disease. Now, which some did, granted, but ultimately it's because most people took it because they were afraid of being ostracized, man. From being, not able to travel, not able to go see their family or losing their jobs. That was the main reason why the majority of the people took that shit, man. Because they were afraid to lose their livelihood and their lives, man, and lose their houses and their jobs. That was the main reason why. And we told them here at Great Millstone, don't take the shit. Have faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. If you had to lose your job, then goddamn it, have faith the Most High will give you another job, man. So obviously it ain't common sense, man. Jake ain't got common sense. It's gonna be the same with this MOTV, man. Of course, you shouldn't take it, obviously. But like I said, once Jake start getting threatened with losing their livelihoods, losing their jobs, not being able to live their so-called life here in Babylon the Great, that's what's gonna entice a lot of these Jakes into taking the goddamn MOTV, man. So for you to say it's common sense not to take it, it ain't goddamn common sense. Because you had Captain Zariak, who supposedly seemed like he has common sense. His monkey ass still took the goddamn spider jab, man. And you had General Yohana say, well, you're gonna want to eat, you're gonna take the microchip. So shut up, man. But like I said, at the end of the day, it's still our job to warn you and tell you not to take the goddamn thing, man. But anyways, what was I? Oh, I wanted to get some words, man, real quick. Let's get the word for principalities, man. All right. And the word principalities in the Greek is arche. It says the person or thing that commences, the first person or thing, and it says the extremity of a thing. I'll read this one. It says of angels and demons. All right. It says the first estate, the magistrate, power, principality. Is it the root word? Let's get to the root word. The root word is arkomai. It says to be the first to do anything, to be the chief leader, ruler, right? And who's the first of the nations is Amalek, man. And like we know, a lot of these the whole WHO, the whole pushers of this science and technology, who's at the forefront of it, man? Amalek, who was the chief of the nations, who's the highest of these nations, man. It's the same bastard that's going to bring this MOTV system in, man. It's going to be Esau Edom, but mainly here in America, man. And you said, Ephraim, that how the microchip and the other nations, they ain't following suit. And Elder Apostle Ramah did a beautiful video proving you wrong, nigga. All these nations, all these countries are establishing cryptocurrencies and digital currencies, man, which we know is going to ultimately lead to what? CBDCs, man. It's going to ultimately lead to the microchip, man. So you just sit back, man, and just shut up, man. Just shut up. Just leave prophesying to the real prophets of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. So like I said, hey man, we're dealing with spiritual wickedness in high places. Let me go back to this article, because that's ultimately what this shit is, man. This whole agenda, this whole Third World War, this whole issuing of the MOTB, the collapsing of this financial system, the order out of the chaos, it's all spiritual wickedness in high places, man. Left-handed magic, you know what I mean? Deception at the highest of levels, man. And we're at the point now to where Esau has the technology and he has the systems in place and the right future scenarios to implement this shit, man. So back here it says, meanwhile, the other nations, once more divided on this issue, will be constrained to fight to the point of complete physical, moral, spiritual, and economic exhaustion. You see? And that's what this is what these so-called riots are all about. The so-called ICE raids, these so-called Third World War, and all this taxpayer money is going to. It's ultimately to exhaust, to wear out, to what it say? To where is it? It's ultimately being set up to completely wear everybody out, man. Wear out this economy, the financial system, to bring all these nations to war, and ultimately just to exhaust everybody to where, they're going to fight until they bring in this new world order, man. And then out of that, they're going to bring this new world order system. They're going to have the answers to all of the chaos and the confusion and the cyber attacks and the failing infrastructure. You know, these wars, these fightings. You know, they're gonna have Iran close the Strait of Hormuz, which is going to cause more hyperinflation, cause oil to be prices that are ridiculous. You know, bring in another lockdown, bring in more Ovid variants, man. All this shit is just one big plot to physically, mentally, spiritually just wear out all of you people to where when they come with this new world order, you're going to be begging for it, man. You know, you're going to be begging for it because you're going to think it's going to be the way they're going to solve all of these problems and fix the old world and come with this new world agenda, man. Which is going to be a digital slave system. Put your ass in 15-minute cities. You will eat the bugs. You will own nothing to be happy. All that shit, man. It's all sorcery and witchcraft. And Esau thinks by doing that, he has his destiny in his hands, but you don't. And I'm going to get into that, Lord willing. It says, we shall unleash the nihilists and the atheists, and we shall provoke a formidable social cataclysm, which in all its horror will show clearly to the nations the effect of absolute atheism, origins of savagery, and of the most bloodthirsty turmoil, man. That's what these devils have been planning and had in the works for centuries, and now we're at the point to where now they have the technology. And BlackRock have brought up all of these companies, all of these media outlets. They have the power to control perception to a level to where they can try to implement all of this shit, man. And we're at the point to where he's getting ready to come down with that great wrath because he knows that he has but a short time, man. But as we know, hey, this is all a trap being set up by Yahweh Shem Yahushai on this damn devil Esau. So the Lord's going to let him do it up until a certain extent, and then guess what? Everything is just going to start going wrong, man. The Lord's going to throw that monkey wrench in the side of all of Esau shit, and it's not going to go according to as he planned. So this is Psalm 64, verse, I'll start at 5. It says, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. Who is they? The wicked, Esau, Edom, these elites, man, these international bankers, these so-called, Amalek, and all of his cronies that are in bed with him, man. It says, they commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? Right. Like I said, this whole Mancini shit, when I was looking it up on Grunt, they kept constantly saying, oh, this is what he said, but it's really a conspiracy theory, it's not really real. Of course they're going to say that, man. They're supposed to say that. But we know at the end of the day, hey, it's spiritual wickedness in high places, man. Esau always passes off his wickedness as a conspiracy theory, or people are just crazy. Oh, they're just making it up. But it's literally what they say they were going to do. You literally see it taking place, man. It's crazy, right? It says, they say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. You see? Like I said, this ain't just some low-level agenda these devils are trying to accomplish, man. It's heavy. It's deep. It's very sinister. And ultimately, hey, it's being done by Yahweh Shem Yahushai on the left hand, man. But the Lord just has allowed Esau to get that deep with this left-handed with the wickedness, man. And look at what he's doing. He's literally able to make this shit happen, man. And it says what? It says, but the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. They shall make their own tongues to fall upon themselves, and all that see them shall flee away. You see? And the Lord has done that too. He's allowed certain whistleblowers and certain insiders that was a part of it, that was privy to this. He'll put the spirit on them to gain the conscience and be like, this is too much. I can't allow this. And they'll, expose it. Ultimately for the prophets and the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushai to get wind of it, so we can link it with prophecy, so that we can see, the spiritual, agenda of the left. He has given us that eyesight. He's given us the ability to link these things with the word, man. So that what? So that we can, let's say, the prudent man foreseeth the evil, and we're hiding ourselves in the secret place of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, which is in this truth and in this word and in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. All right. Let me get something. So the Lord is going to shoot at him, man. And like I said, this is all Esau's wickedness, his witchcraft, his sorcery, man, that he's trusted in from his youth. And he ain't going to stop now, man. He's getting ready to bring a full enchantment on the whole planet Earth, man. All right. This is Isaiah chapter 47, verse 8. It says, therefore, hear now this, thou that are given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly. Now, this is where we come in, as the prophets, to tell Esau, nigga, you're going to fail. That the Lord sees you. The Lord is going to totally destroy your plans and your agenda. You're not going to walk off into the sunset. You're not going to establish this new world order, man. All right? And ultimately, this is going to be your downfall, man. So that's why we got to constantly push for Esau to push the goddamn button, man. To come with this MOTB, to come to get involved in this third world war. Because we know ultimately the Lord has a trap set for this devil, man. Even though, the Lord has puffed up Esau's pride and his arrogance to where he's allowing him to really get some of this shit off. But ultimately, the Lord is doing that so that his pride can be raised, so that he can be full of himself, so that he can really believe that he's totally in control, but you're not in control, man. He's trusting in his witchcraft and his sorcery. That he has the media, he has television, he has AI now and witchcraft to where he can pervert the minds of the people. He can make things seem real that's not real. He's using technology and all this shit to where he really feels that, look, these people really don't see. We really have the advantage. Hey, Satan has blessed us with this agenda. We're really going to get it. And he's seeing this, his technology is increasing. He's really seeing that, what he's been planning is really looking like he's really going to be able to pull it off, man. But you ain't going to pull it. The Lord's going to pull it, all right? He's going to pull the rug from under your ass, man. And you're going to fall hard. And it says, therefore, hear now this, thou that are given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, and that sayest in thy heart, I am. That's Esau, man. He believes that he is. He believes that he's the Most High, that he's a God. Through his technology, through his sorcery, through his diligent searches, through his supercomputers and his think tanks and shit like that, through his ability to manipulate, and control the minds of the masses, pass unrighteous decrees, he's been getting away with this wickedness for a very long time, man. So it's like after a while, it's kind of like, if you were just a grimy, low-life, nigga getting away with a bunch of wickedness, oh, let me get that. You really believe that, you're always going to get away with it. You always think, what, I've been good this long, shit, I'm straight, ain't nothing gonna happen. Let me get this real fast. Yep, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. It says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore, the hearts of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil, you see? And that's the spirit that Esau is in. Shot to get away with for this long. I've been beating the shit out of the Most High people. I got them eating pork. I got them listening to this rap music, this drill music. The men are becoming women, the women becoming men. The Israelites don't even believe in the Most High. They eat pork and celebrate Christmas. I got them taking that spider juice. I'm getting ready to put the MOTB in them. I done stole all this land. I done raped, robbed, murdered, pillaged, dropped bombs, you know what I mean? I've been manipulating the minds of the people. I'm starting wars. Shit, I'm untouchable. He's like DMX on Belly. Remember when he was in that little small town? I'm smoking weed, I'm speeding. Fucking faggot cops can't touch me. I'm untouchable. Well, we saw how it ended up for that nigga. It's gonna be the same for Esau. Esau's in that what was that nigga name in the movie? Bun spirit, man. He in that bun spirit. But guess what? That ultimate humbling in that right hand is coming, man. It says, it says, though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Most High, which fear before him. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. And it's going to be the same with the devil Esau, man. Lord is setting your monkey ass up, man. So have at it. So back here in Isaiah 47:9, it says, that says in his heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. Oh, I thought of another precept. And this is the mindset that these devils have, man. They really think they got it like that, man. You see? Where is that? I know it's in Psalms. Where is that? Let me get that real quick. Salakia. Come on. Oh, damn it. It's 49. This is Psalms chapter 49 and 11. It says, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. And that's what Esau, that's the mind frame that he has. That's what this whole agenda in this New World Order is all about. Him thinking that he's going to go on forever. Remember, talking about how he has this life extension technology. He's going to become God. He's going to live forever. You know, this is why they're talking about having a depopulation program, and this is why Esau's talking about living on Mars and colonizing the moon and colonizing these different planets, because his inward thought is he's going to continue forever, man. And he's going to pass down this wicked legacy and New World Order to his children, Well, shit, not even that shit. Well, he's going to pass it down to his children and their children, because they plan on living forever through their artificial technology and AI, man. But guess what? Hey, like I read earlier, it's always going to be ill with the wicked, man. All right, and the Lord didn't set it up for you to have a kingdom that's going to be forever. That's for us. That's for the Israelites, man. And that's why the Lord is getting ready to take you devils down, man. All right, back in Isaiah, it says, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day. The loss of children, you see? So you're not going to leave this New World Order and your substance to your children for all generations. Nigga, are you crazy? That's for us. That's not for you. Hey, your age is getting ready to come to an end. You are the end of the world, and Jacob, we're the beginning of it that following, man. All right? And your days are numbered, man. The Lord has numbered your months, man. Hey, and we're right there at the door of it. It says, and widowhood, and they shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thine enchantments, man. Everything that this devil does is based off of enchantment and sorcery and witchcraft, man. Hey, and that's why the Lord's going to burn you with fire, because what's the judgment of a witch or a sorcerer, man? It's to be literally burnt with fire. All right? This is why this whore, Babylon the Great America, is going to be burnt. This is why the legacy of Esau is going to be like when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, man. All right? The Lord's going to meet you with fire, boy, and more fire. Fire, man. Hot, celestial fire from the chariots, and this million-degree heat of these nuclear missiles that your stupid ass built, thinking that you were going to use these to your advantage and be able to dominate the world with them. No, your blessing is going to become a curse, man. Like I said, the Lord got you checkmated on all levels, my guy. All right? It says, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. See, I read that somewhere else. Where did I read that at? Was that in Ephesians? Or was that in Psalm 64? See, he thinks that nobody sees him, man. He thinks that he's moving in the shadows and in secrecy, and ain't nobody catching on, man. Well, like I read earlier, hey, the Lord has you exposed on a lot of levels, man. That's why one of those Rockefellers said he wished the internet had never been created, because through this internet, it's revealed a lot of the wickedness of this damn devil Esau Edom, man. And ultimately, this internet was created for this truth to be prophesied and the elect to be gathered throughout the four corners of the earth, but also for us to prophesy the end of Esau Edom and the judgment, to prophesy the judgment of you nations that's coming unto you, man. So that this truth can be revealed, man. And Esau Edom can be revealed, the 12 tribes of Israel can be made known, and us to prophesy the end of your rulership. Get that real fast. Start another one. This is 2 Thessalonians 2:8. And then shall that wicked be revealed. See, how are you being revealed? Through the mouth of the prophets, man. Through these internet, through these social media platforms, through the YouTube, through going live, on us out here on the highways and the byways, man. We're living in a time to where this truth is being proclaimed, and the wicked is being revealed, man. It says, then shall that wicked be revealed, who the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, which is the prophets, starting with the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and the men on down. And some of these other Israelite groups, they're exposing Esau for being the so-called white man as well. It says, but then, like the brother Elder Yashawama like to say, we got the third witness, which is AI, artificial idumia. Hey, it's doing a bang job of allowing us to expose this damn devil as well. And then you got, the whistleblowers, these other nations that are privy to information that come out. So, hey, Esau's being made bare. You can't hide yourself anymore. Hey, the Lord has pulled back the curtain and shined the light, and your wicked ass hiding in these shadows, man. And now all the information is out there. And now you're angry. Now you're pissed. There ain't nothing you can do about it. But it's just going to continue to be revealed until what? And shall be destroyed with the brightness of his coming. And who's coming? Yahweh Shai's coming, man. That's why I said earlier, that's why you think this nigga got a space force, man. He's going to try to fight against the second coming of Yahweh Shai. And the Most High going to put the spirit on you devils to fight Yahweh Shai, man. Over there in that valley of Jehoshaphat. Scriptures say he's going to be afraid and durst fight. Lord going to be like, nigga, fight me anyway. And he's going to mop the floor with you goddamn heathens, man. Hey, so the Lord's getting ready to, right now the Lord is like a lion stalking all of you heathen nations. And he's going to pop up and show out in that during this Third World War, man. He's going to show up in the middle of y'all fighting that war, and he's going to kick all y'all asses, man. It says, what was that? Oh. It says, yep, it says, yep, and then, it says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. See? That's what this devil was working with, and that's what he's coming with. And he's waving that magic wand like an MF right now, man. All throughout the four corners of the earth, man. All on his news media. All on these, on these, Fox News, these mainstream news media, in the newspaper. On certain social media platforms. He's waving that magic wand with all of this deceivableness, man. And he's stirring up that war with those Israelis and those, against, those Israelis in the Islamic world, man. Hey, he don't have no problem destroying all of you goddamn so-called small hats and you Muslims over there in the Middle East to get this New World Order agenda off. Remember, like I say all the time, this devil don't plan on all 8 billion of you people being in this New World Order, man. And he don't mind cracking a few eggs to make this omelet, man. Hey, Esau will literally nuke the Iran and any of those Turkey, India, Pakistan, any of those nations if he has to get his agenda accomplished, man. All right. So, what was that? Oh yeah, back here in Isaiah 47, it says, "Thy wisdom and thy knowledge it have perverted thee, and thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else besides me. Therefore shall evil come upon thee; thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee." Like I said earlier, hey, the Lord's going to throw a monkey wrench in your whole agenda, man. Like I said, he's going to let you get it off only so far. And then eventually, hey, the Lord just going to start just wreaking havoc on your shit. It's just all going to fall apart. It's all just going to start turning to shit, man. There's going to be nothing you can do about it. You're going to be calling to the soothsayers, to the witches. You're going to be sacrificing shit. He's going to be down in their bunkers, seeing everything turn to hell. And then eventually, hey, Yahweh Shai's going to return, man. And you devils are going into captivity, into slavery. It says, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Which is going to be ultimately what? Those nuclear missiles, man. You ain't going to be able to put that off. Once those missiles are shot, hey, game, set, match, man. It says, verse 12, "Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth," because it ain't going to save you, man. All right, all this enchantment and this sorcery, the Lord only lets you, only let it work for so long. He only lets you be able to have power with it until he don't want you to have power with it no more. He's going to strip you of that ability to have the power over the left hand and over your sorcery and your witchcraft and your lies and all your bullshit, man. All right, it says, "Wherein thou hast labored from thy youth, if so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail." But you're not going to prevail. It says, "Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee." See? So this all this magic and the sorcery which you trust in, it ain't going to be able to save you when Yahweh Shai says, that's it, enough is enough, man. When he stripped you of the ability to have that power, hey, it's over for you, man. Like I said, when Yahweh Shai cracked them clouds, man, hey, you're through. Ain't nothing going to be able to help you on that day, man. The Lord's going to turn all of your allies against you. You know what I mean? And the Lord's going to put the spirit on Russia to shoot those nukes, man. And the Lord's going to put his spirit on these nukes. Even the ones that ain't shot off to shoot off, hey, and you're gonna be what's gonna say it right here. It says, behold, they shall be as stubble, the fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor a fire to sit before it. It says, thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants, right? All of your allies, everybody, Babylon and Asia, all these other nations that are in cahoots with your agenda. Hey, they're going to see your torment and your burning from afar off, man. And then they're going to be wailing and gnashing because they know, hey, they're getting ready to get a foot put up their ass, man. And they're going to have to pay for all the things that they have done to the Lord's chosen. Talking about all these other nations, man. It says, thy merchants from thy youth, they shall wander every one to his quarter. None shall save thee. See that, man? None's going to save you, man. You're through. All right? What else I got? Let me get this, man. So go ahead and get your New World Order off, man. All you're doing is setting a trap for yourself, man. That's why we keep telling you to push the button. Come on with it, man. Because we ultimately know through prophecy how it ends for this damn devil, man. All right? This is Psalms chapter 9, verse 11. It says, sing praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, which dwelleth in Zion. Declare among the peoples his doings. And we're doing that now, man. That's why part of us prophesying, we're telling you, how this thing is going to play out and how it's going to end. And what's going to be after this age is over with, man. It's going to be our turn. It's going to be our kingdom, man. We're going to be raised up. We're going to become the new rulers and the gods of this planet Earth, man. We're going to rule in righteousness with the laws, statutes, and commandments in our inward part. We're going to rule out of Jerusalem. We're going to, clean up this earth, clean the air, the food, the water. Right? We're going to subjugate these nations. We're going to put them to work. They're going to build up the kingdom, and then eventually they're going to go back into their lands, but they're going to have to live according to the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. And we're going to be a nation of kings and priests, and we're going to rule over this whole planet Earth, man, in righteousness, all right? Esau, Edom, you're going to be in captivity for 1,000 years, and then we're going to gather you all together. And Obadiah 1 and 18, you devils, man. Back in Psalms 9 and 12, it says, when he maketh inquisition for blood, he remembereth them. He forgetteth not the cry of the humble. Right, and the Lord hears our cries, man. The Lord sees the hell we're out here catching. He sees the condition of our people here in Babylon the Great, how we're suffering under this oppressor, how we're catching all of this hell. The Lord hears the cry of the elect, man. We cry unto him day and night, and he's going to avenge his very own elect at the time appointed, man. So for right now, hey, we're going to continue to cry out, man. We're going to, we telling on Esau's ass, man. We telling the Lord he did this, he did that, he was doing this, he said that. Hey, we snitching on your monkey ass to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. Hey, and the angels are listening, taking it back into the Most High. Hey, and Yahweh Shai is building that case, man. And that's why when he comes to judge you, you are going to be found guilty on all goddamn charges, you damn devil. All right? It says, have mercy upon me, O Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Consider my trouble which I suffer of them that hate me. Thou that liftest me up from the gates of death, that I may show forth all thy praise in the gates of the daughters of Zion. And we're doing that now. And what's happening to the prophets and the men of the Lord? We're being hated, man. Hey, they hate him that rebuketh in the gate. Not only Esau, but even 2/3 of our wicked ass people, man. You see the Elder Brothers page, all those damn TikTok jakes talking all type of shit. These goddamn Christians talking all type of shit, calling us a cult, calling us crazy, calling us false prophets, and all type of other shit, man. So not only are we catching hell from Esau, Edom, and these nations, we're catching hell from 2/3 of our own non-believing ass people, man. But like I said, hey, the Lord is going to hear the cry of his elect, man. All right, every idle word that you black ass Christians talking against the Israelites, hey, you're going to have to give an account to in that day, man. All right. It says, here's the point. It says, the heathen are sunk down into the pit that they made, and the net which they hid is their own foot taken. You see? So the Lord has you devil in the trick bag, man. So come on with this new world order. Come on with this third world war. Come on with this mark of the beast. Come with this order out of chaos, man. Come on with this financial collapse. These frightening scenarios and cyber attacks and shit like that to establish this new world order. Just come on with it already, man. Because that's a pit and a trap that's being sank for you. Because while you're thinking you're going to eat from it, hey, Yahweh Shai, well, I'm going to get that. It says, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is known by the judgment which he executed. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Higion Selah. Verse 17, the wicked shall be turned into hell, and the nations that forget the Most High. What did it tell you in Psalm 10 about the wicked and Esau? The Most High is not in all his thoughts, man. And these devils have been forgotten the Most High. But what I read in this Pike Mancini letter is that through all of this chaos and this wars and all of this calamity that they're trying to bring, is basically to break the faith and the belief of a God to the whole world, and to bring in a system of atheism, man. But we know they're going to bring AI to be the new God, man. You're going to have to believe in that. Not in the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, nor in any other philosophy or so-called God outside of this damn devil Esau Edom, and what he's going to establish, man. It says, the wicked shall be turned into hell, and all nations that forget the Most High. For the needy shall not always be forgotten. Who is that? The elect. And the expectations of the poor shall not perish forever. Arise, O Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, let not man prevail. And Esau's not going to prevail. Like I said, it's already been written. He's only, let me get that. All right? He's not going to prevail, man. Hey, the fact that Esau is being exposed and he's no longer in the shadows, showing you that he's not going to prevail. Because if he was going to prevail, he would continuously be in the shadows. All of this information wouldn't be coming out. He would still be able to operate, without the people being able to see him, or him not being made bare. But the Lord has exposed this devil. Yep, Job 14:5, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. So Esau, you're only going to go so far with this new world order, man. Hey, you're only going to be able to microchip so many people. We know you ain't going to microchip or MOTB up the elect. You're not going to be able to deceive the very elect, man. You see, those are the untouchables. Those are the untouchables, man. Those that the Lord's not going to allow you to get your filthy mitts on, man. All right. What else I got? I got a couple more. I mean, I got a lot more, but I ain't gonna be able to get to all these precepts. Let me get this. Let me read it in the NLT. Let me get it in here. Hey man, it's going down, you know. But we know at the end of the day, man, hey, the elect is gonna be good, man. This is the book of Job, chapter 20, verse 5. It says, I'm reading the NLT. This is Job 20:5. It says, and 4. It says, don't you realize that from the beginning of time, ever since people were first placed on earth, that the triumphing of the wicked has been short-lived, and the joy of the godless only temporary, man. You see? So this is why, you know what I was going to say. Damn, car threw me off. Yeah, like I said, this is only a temporary situation. Remember, going all the way back to, what was that? Chronicles with Balaam, the Lord says that the Lord was going to have war with Amalek from generation to generation, and at the end of the end of the deal, Amalek was going to be destroyed, man. He was never promised the keys to an everlasting kingdom, man. He was only promised a temporary rulership, man. And we're right now at the end of it. It says, verse 5, the triumphing of the wicked has been short-lived, and the joy of the godless has been only temporary. See? It's fleeting, man. And like I said, it's growing weaker and weaker by the day, man. All right? It says, though the pride of the godless reaches into the heavens, and their heads touch the clouds, yet they will vanish forever, thrown away like their own dung. Those who knew them will ask, where are they? Right. It's going to come a time. I know you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans don't want to hear this, and you don't want to believe it, but there is going to be a day where there ain't going to be no more so-called fucking Edomites or white people on this planet Earth, man. All right, you're going to be looking for them, but you ain't going to find Zaddy. You ain't going to find White Daddy anymore, man. This nigga is going to be adios. He's going to be ghosted off of the land of the living, because ultimately, hey, the wicked in our kingdom His services are no longer going to be needed after 1,000 years, man. He served his purpose, man. All right, and we're going to shoo his ass right out of the land of the living, man, right where he belongs. All right. It says what he's going to be thrown away like it's just like when you take a shit, man. Hey, as soon as that shit come out of you and you wipe up, you flush that shit. You don't ever want to see that shit again. All right, you don't want to smell it. You don't want to see it. You don't even want to think about it anymore. That's the fate that's awaiting this damn devil Esau Edom, and his record that he's left on this planet Earth, all of the wickedness that he's done. Hey, it's going to be justified, man. Hey, scriptures tell you that even the trees are going to rejoice. The earth is going to break forth into singing when this damn devil is casted out of the earth, man. Because he's not going to be here to destroy the earth, to hurt, to chop down the trees, to pollute the seas, man. You got all these dolphins and sea otters and whales beaching themselves, man. They can't even breathe in the goddamn water for whatever reason. But we know it's because the wickedness of this damn devil, his manipulation, his pollution, his chemicals, you know, his geoengineering, all type of shit, man. Birds falling out of the skies, bees just dropping dead. I mean, shit, cancer is all throughout the goddamn earth. People are aging rapidly. People are depressed. People are committing suicide. People are morbidly obese. Here it is. You can't even eat. You can't even eat food in this society without being fucking destroyed by the shit, man. And this is why he's gonna perish forever like his own dung, man. It says, those who knew them will ask, where are they? They will fade like a dream and not be found. They will vanish like a vision of the night, and we can't wait, man. You know, but you got these devils out here. Oh, you got to love the white man. You got to accept him. Well, the scriptures say otherwise, man. Not even Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to accept this devil, man. Where he's telling you what he's going to do to the wicked. He's going to vanish. He's going to be taken out of here, man. It says, those who once saw them will see them no more. Their families will never see them again. Their children will beg from the poor, for they must give back their stolen riches, right? You know, he's going to follow up everything that he's stolen, man. Basically, the whole earth and his control and rulership over it, man. It says, though they are young, their bones will lie in the dust. They enjoyed the sweet taste of wickedness, letting it melt under their tongue. And that's what Esau's been doing ever since he's gotten back into power, man. He's been savoring all of this wickedness and his BS that he's been doing, man. Scriptures tell you that this devil can't even sleep unless he's caused some to fall, man. Like I said, this whole situation with Iran having weapons of mass destruction, that's all a goddamn lie, man. It's been proven that it was a lie. Even Trump's, I forgot, what's her name? I forget what she was. His head of directory of something. Even she came and said, even the CIA told us that Iran doesn't possess a nuclear grade uranium to make a nuclear missile, and Trump said, I don't give a damn what she says. I don't believe it. They're gonna have it pretty soon. Even Bibi been saying this shit for over 30 years that Iran was gonna build a nuclear missile. They were 6 months away, 2 weeks away, going all the way back 30 years ago, man. Coming with that same goddamn lie, and that lie is sweet in their mouth because it justifies them in doing what they're doing, man. See, it's been sweet in their mouth, man. Oh, saying that those small hats are the chosen people. And they've been riding that goddamn wave ever since 1948. Got the whole world believing it. Even to the point to where they can call you anti-Sem and have you canceled for saying otherwise, man. So all these lies and this wickedness has been sweet in this devil's mouth, man. That's why we're going to sock it out of his mouth, man. It says, they enjoyed the sweet taste of wickedness, let it melt under their tongue. They savored it, holding it long in their mouths, man. You see? It says, but suddenly the food in their bellies turned sour. A poisonous venom is in their stomach, right? Because now what? They're being exposed. All the lies are being turned right side up. Ain't nobody believing their bullshit anymore. Now the prophets are exposing it, and the Lord is making Esau bare, and his truth, which has been so long without fruit, is being declared all throughout the earth, man. And now all of these lies is sour in his mouth because now people are calling him out on it. People are checking him. And that's why eventually he's just going to have to just shut down the internet and do away with free speech, man. You see? And that's why he's trying to set up this new world order, man. Set up these digital IDs so that, set up CBDCs, universal basic income. Make everybody dependent on a system that he's totally in control. So that if you say anything or do anything outside of what he deems to be acceptable, he'll be able to kill or to separate you from his society, man. It says they will vomit the wealth they swallowed. The Most High won't let them keep it down. They will suck the poison of cobras. The viper will kill them. They will never again enjoy streams of olive oil or rivers of milk and honey. Right, meaning this success, these riches, the fruits of their wicked labor. The Lord's going to take that from them, man. And they're going into the coldest and the hardest of captivities in our kingdom, man. Hey, they're not going to own anything. They're not going to be in any type of rulership, no dominion. They're going to be sleeping in the holes and in caves of the rocks, man. And they're going to be working from can't see in the morning to can't see at night. All right? The Lord got something for these devils, man. It says they will give back everything they worked for. Their wealth will bring them no joy. For they oppressed the poor and left them destitute. They foreclosed on their homes. They were always greedy and never satisfied. And that's Esau, man. Here it is. He could have been chilling big time in his kingdom, man. But what? He went into everybody else's backyard. He stole, he raped, he robbed. He sent in economic hitmen. He destabilized countries. Even when Jake had Black Wall Street and Jake was, we had our own little communities here, Seneca Village, Lake Lanier, Black Wall Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma. When Jake was doing good, he came in there and foreclosed on it, man. He bombed it. He sabotaged it. He put crack in the community, all type of wickedness, just so that he could foreclose and gain, the advantage over Jake, man. Everywhere he went, he raped, he robbed, he stole, he murdered, he corrupted, he, did all type of wickedness, man. And he's going to pay for it, man. It says, they were always greedy and never satisfied. Nothing remained of all the things that they dreamed about. And what's the ultimate dream? Bringing in this new world order, man. All right, and that's gonna fail miserably, man. It's gonna be like sand. You grab sand, it's just gonna fall through his fingers, man. When the Lord ultimately opens up on this devil, man. It says nothing is left after they finish gorging themselves. Therefore, their prosperity will not endure. In the midst of plenty, they will run into trouble and be overcome by misery. May the Most High give them a belly full of trouble. May God rain down wrath and his anger upon them. He's going to do that via these nuclear missiles, man. The weapons of the Most High's indignation. All right? It says, when they try to escape an iron weapon, a bronze-tipped arrow will pierce them. The arrow is pulled from their back, and the arrowhead glistens with blood. The terrors of death are upon them. Their treasures will be thrown into the deepest darkness. A wildfire will devour their goods, consuming all that they have left. Right? This fire, man, that Yahushua is bringing upon these damn devils, man. He's going to bring fire and more fire, man. All right? Let's get this. Psalms 52. We can't wait, man. So like I said, Esau, you're not in control, my guy. Hey, you're not in the driver's seat, man. Yahweh Yahushua is in the driver's seat. And you know how Esau's trying to put everybody in driverless cars where he can control where you're going and where you can't go. Hey, well, the Most High has that same ability on your ass, man. All right, and the Lord got you in a driverless car headed straight to hell, man. And when I mean hell, I mean the grave. I ain't talking about a place where you burn forever, right? Let me get this Psalms 52. This is Psalms chapter 52, verse 1. It says, why boasteth thyself in mischief, O mighty man? The goodness of the Most High endureth forever. Thy tongue deviseth mischief like a sharp razor working deceitfully. Oh, here in the margin it says what? He plans destruction. I just reading that Pike Mancini. Isn't that part of the agenda? Isn't that why they want this third world war? Isn't this why they're making the Muslims fight against those Israelis? To what? To create this third world war. All right. It says, "Thou lovest evil more than good," and this is why you can never trust this devil, man. Scriptures tell you that. Though he pretend to help thee, he's looking to overthrow thee, man. Even though he might do something that has a little bit of good in it, it might benefit you, but ultimately the negative and way it's going to destroy you outweighs a little bit of good that is provided, man. You see, but Jake still don't want to understand that. They still trust this devil, man. It says, Thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness. Look at fucking Netanyahu, man. Look at Trump. Everybody's coming to find out that he's lied right to all you people's faces. Oh, I was watching, I think it was Jimmy Dore, right? I was watching one of his videos where they went back on Trump in 2020, where he was like, I think he was telling the Obama and him, the Iran, going to war with Iran is bad. It's not necessary. We don't need it. They don't have this. They don't have that. And turn around in 2025, this nigga totally reneged and saying, you know, is being a goddamn hypocrite. Everything that he said back then, he's saying the complete opposite now in this day, man. It shows you that, man. Hey, the Lord is putting a cold spirit on Trump, man. He's hardening that devil's heart to ultimately to do the will of the Most High, man, which is to go into this third world war. I'll tell you this right now, America is going to strike Iran. There ain't going to be no peace talks. There ain't going to be no negotiations out of it, man, because ultimately it's the will of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. All right? It says, thou lovest all devouring words, O thou deceitful tongue. The Most High shall likewise destroy thee forever. So why the hell Jake telling you we gotta love Esau, we gotta accept Esau, we gotta forgive him? Well, the Lord says he's gonna destroy his ass forever, man. So how is there any recompense or salvation or forgiveness for the wicked, for Esau, man? There ain't none, man. The Lord's been saying he's gonna destroy this devil forever, man. It says, he shall take thee away and pluck thee out of thy dwelling place and root thee out of the land of the living, Selah. And that's why you know, after Esau is destroyed, we're going to take over that land, his land. We're going to take Bosra. We're going to take over the land of Edom, the king's highway. And we're going to have it like when King David had it, man, because he ain't going to need it anymore. He ain't even going to be around to even inhabit that land, man. So we're not going to let it to go to waste. We're not going to let it just be a burning, perpetual place. Hey, we're going to put that land to use, man. We're going to set up shop over there. Hey, it's plenty that we can do with that land because it's very strategic as far as trade routes and a harbor. I mean, and what do you call that? A port. Shit, you crazy? We're gonna put that to work. We're gonna use that, man. All right. It says what the hell? Oh, I'm tripping. I'm reading it here. It says the Most High shall likewise destroy thee forever, and he shall take thee away and pluck thee out of thy dwelling place and root thee out of the land of the living. Obadiah 1:18, man. All right. It says the righteous also shall see and fear and shall laugh at him. Didn't I read that earlier in Psalms, the 2nd chapter? So we're going to laugh at this devil after all is said and done. Hey, because when we fell, when we went down, these nations and these heathens, they made merry, they sent gifts. There was mocking. When you read that in Lamentations, they was talking big shit. Hey, well, we're going to talk big shit when you get your comeuppance, man. When you're rooted out of the land of the living, we're going to laugh, we're going to dance, we're going to mock. You know? Hey, we're going to mock when you're laugh at your calamity. And when you're destroyed, we're going to laugh and we're going to sing and praise and dance and praise Yahweh Shem Shai, man. It says, the righteous also shall see and fear and shall laugh at him. Lo, this is the man that made not the Most High is true. We're going to laugh at you. I look at this stupid nigga never trusted in the Most High. The omnipotent, the everlasting one. Yahweh Shem Shai. We laugh at you now because we know that you're the basis of men. You're the brute and the beast of the earth, man. And you're thinking that through your technology that you're going to literally hijack the creation of the Most High when you need the creation of the Most High to do what you're doing, you fucking idiot. So we're gonna get one of those good laughs out of Esau where when your side hurt, you know, your side hurts so bad you don't even want to laugh anymore and you just crying tears of laughter. Hey, that's how we're gonna laugh at you damn devils when you go down, man. Hey, you did it to us, we're gonna do it to you. Hey, and you know Jake, man. Like when you and Jake is clowning each other, and that Jake is getting the best of you, and every joke he says is just hitting, and it's to the point to where you laughing at first, but then after a while you can't laugh no more. And he got that deep laugh where it's just like in your face laugh, and it's pissing you off. Hey, that's how we gonna laugh at this devil Esau, man. And the cold part about it is he ain't gonna be able to do nothing about it, but just sit there and just feel shame and feel low and be embarrassed. It's just take it, man. Can't wait, man. It says, lo, this is the man that made not God his strength, but trusted in the abundance of his riches and strengthened himself in his wickedness, man. It says, yeah, it says, but I am like a green olive tree in the house of the Most High. I trust in the mercy of the Most High forever and ever. I will praise thee forever, because thou hast done it, and I will wait on thy name, for it is good before thy saints. Right, we're going to wait on the Lord, because he's going to come and execute all of this, man. All of it, you know? But let me get this, and I'll close it. So, hey, Esau, hey, your time is coming, man. There ain't nothing you can do about it. There ain't none of you 2/3 Jakes gonna save this nigga. I wish you would in that day try to hop in front of Esau and take the brunt of this ass whipping. I wish you would, man. Hey, man. Well, we know you ain't gonna do that, but I wish you niggas would, man. You'll get your ass Django whipped out here, man. But with spiritual power. But we know Jake ain't gonna do that in the kingdom. All right. This is Jeremiah chapter 34. No. Oh, I'm tripping. This is Isaiah chapter 34, verse 2. It says, for the indignation of Yahweh is upon all nations. Let me read verse 1. This is Isaiah 34:1. Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. And how are we doing this in a more literal sense? It's through the internet, man. Through YouTube Live, through Facebook, through wherever this gospel is being preached, through these social media platforms, and being preached throughout the unicorn, which is the internet, man. And all these nations know about the Hebrew Israelites. They're all hearing what we're out here prophesying, man. And guess what? Great fear is falling upon these devils. Because in their heart of hearts, they're hoping that what we're saying ain't true. But they know in their spirit that it's true. Like I said, you know, they can deny it all they want to. Hey, but eventually, when all is said and done, they're going to have to come face with this reality. It says, for the indignation of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. Revelation, the 19th chapter, man. You can read that in Joel 3 and 10. It says, he have utterly destroyed them. He have delivered them to the slaughter, you see? And that's what this whole Iran and Israel situation is getting ready to establish, man. Because I'm reading it as Isaiah's, he's saying it because he's seeing it in the vision already happen. But we're telling you that this is the stage that is being set right now for this to come to pass. It says, their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood, right? You know, when the missiles hit, when Yahushua comes with the chariots, with blasting the fire and burning up all these army men and their tanks and their jets, you know, Satan and his angels fighting against Yahushua and his angels, man. After the smoke is settled and the dust is cleared, this is what's going to be left, man. It says, and all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. And what's going to be that? When these nuclear missiles hit, which is going to be the cherry on top, man. It says, shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth from off the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven, which is the missiles. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea. Who's Idumea? Esau. That's the Greek way of saying Edom. And upon the people of my curse to judgment. See? And this is what's coming for this devil, man. And there's nothing that he can do to stop it, all right? So trust in all your sorcery, trust in your witchcraft, trust in your agenda, your secret meetings and your counsels. You know, it ain't going to deliver you during this day. It says, the sword of Yahweh is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, and with the fat of the kidney of rams. For Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, have a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea, which is talking about here, spiritually, Babylon the Great, America, man. It's not talking about the actual land of Basra, you Genesis numbskulls, man. It says, and the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness. For it is the day of Yahweh's vengeance, and the year of recompense for the controversy of Zion. You see? And that's part of our reparation package, man. You know? Hey, the Lord is doing that for our sake, for all the hell, the rape, robbery, the murder, and the captivity we had to serve under you damn devils. This is part of the payback that the Lord's going to put upon you. And it ain't going to stop there. That's just here, your rulership and your dominion being destroyed. Hey, it's going to continue on in the kingdom of heaven, man. After we come out of those chariots and we grab you elites out of these bunkers or wherever you're hiding in the planet Earth, hey, that's when the real ass whomping begins, man. That's when the beginning of your 1,000 years of captivity and all hell taking place begins, man. It says, it says, and the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become burning pitch. Talking about Babylon, America. It shall not be quenched night nor day, but the smoke thereof shall go up forever, from generation to generation. It shall lie waste, none shall pass through it forever and ever. But the cormorant and the bittern shall possess it, the owl also and the raven shall dwell in it, and he shall stretch out upon it the line of confusion and the stones of emptiness, meaning America, all 10 FEMA regions, from California to New York City, you know, from the north to the south. This place is just going to be completely obliterated, man. You're not going to know where any state or state line or city was, man. It's just going to be completely decimated and just destroyed, man. It's going to be literally a land that it's just going to be obliterated, man. It's going to be a monument, man. It says, then shall they call the nobles thereof to the kingdom, but none shall be there, and all her princes shall be nothing. And thorns shall come up in her palaces, nettles and brambles in the fortress thereof, and it shall be a habitation of dragons and a court for owls. Right, because eventually, after the dust settles, it's just going to be overgrown with, you know, whatever vegetation that's going to grow here. And all the demolished and broken cities and whatever is left, it's just going to be a place where desert animals are just going to be dwelling here, man. It's not going to be no people, no cities, no town, no businesses, no Airbnbs, you know what I mean? None of this shit that you see taking place is going to ever exist here again. It says, and the wild beasts of the desert shall also meet with the wild with the beasts of the island, and the satyr shall cry to his fellow, the screech owl also shall rest there, and find for herself a place of rest. And there shall the great owl make her nest, and lay and hatch, and gather under her shadow. There shall the vultures also be gathered, every one with her mate. Seek ye out of the book of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and read, no one of these shall fail, no one shall not want her mate, for my mouth it have commanded, and his spirit have gathered it. Meaning none of these prophecies are going to fail, man. Everything that's written is going to come to pass, man. All right? There's nothing that anybody can do or say that's going to stop it, man. Esau, your date with destiny is already written. It's already sealed in prophecy, man. And your ass will be destroyed. You are going into captivity, and you will be burned out of the land of the living after 1,000 years of captivity, man. All right? So you ain't stopping the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Your destiny is not in your hands. You ain't in control of shit. All right? You're going down, and you're going down speedily, man. So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying. The water for you brothers that joined, man. Pray that this was edifying. I'm going to give all praise, honor, and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and blessing be multiplied on all you brethren, teaching his word on sincerity and truth. Lord willing, I'll be out here next week. Shalom.